Well, hello there, Tenno. Buckle up, for DevStream 191 finally happened, and we now know a bit more about the old piece update. So I shall take you through the highlights and then do some more in-depth videos for your perusal. Before we get into it though, could you do me the honour of dropping me a like, comment and or sub, and I will be extremely grateful for it. Now, let's get into it. Now, if you have been living under a rock, you may not know that the next large update in the Warframe lore is the Old Peace. A quest is coming and we must prepare for the Old War. This is pre-Warframe, so to speak. And at this point, we're friends with the sentients on Tau. More on this lore in a separate video. We now know this update will be dropping on the 10th of December 2025, and there is so much more dropping at the same time, which we'll cover briefly in this video. They also told us to tune into the Game Awards that they're attending on the 11th of December, as they will be making another further secretive announcement. And the Old Peace quest, once completed, unlocks access to the Dark Refractory. However, even new players can play the new Descendia and Perita game modes, with some caveats. This is a new system they're trialling, and if you are under Mastery Rank 10, you will not be able to join public matchmaking. So you can only really head to this area with your buddies. They have made it very clear that it will not spoil the bits of the game in between for you, but they are not adjusting it for your level. So if you are underpowered, well, that's on you. And hopefully your Warframe besties will be able to protect you. Oh, teamwork! And to actually complete the Old Peace quest, you must have completed the Lotus Eaters quest. You can only access all the really good stuff once you've completed the Old Peace. The game modes Descendia and Perita Rebellion, also known as the Dark Refractory, will be accessible to all, but the Devil's Triad will only be accessible once you have completed the Old Peace quest. And oh, the Devil's Triad, you say? Yes, once the Old Peace quest is completed, you can head to Sanctum Anatomica and find a doorway to XX99, La Cathedrale, where we find the 3 new proto-frame characters: Leon Allard, Harrow, Marie, Wisp, and Rove, Uriel. And if you don't know who Uriel is, that's the next Warframe, the 63rd one to be precise, to also be released in this update, and can be obtained by taking part in this new Descendia gameplay mode. Rove is the first Orokin proto-frame, tying in nicely with the Old Peace vibe. Now, they are not classed as a new syndicate, as DE have admitted they are a little burnt out on those, but rather they are vendors, and we shall look more closely at their vendor options that we know of so far in a Descendia video that I'm going to do. Oh, and also we'll be able to date the Devil's Triad with a Kim expansion. At this point, Reb referred to other games that have been released that copied Warframe and how they must move forward to keep up with them, I guess, this is as we watch Marie bite her damn lip. Sexy times. The game Reb was referring to, I think, was First Descendant, and yes, if you've played it, man, oh man, they copied so much stuff from Warframe, it's slightly unreal. Uriel will be released with a new weapon, by the way, that is a primary weapon and a melee weapon at the same time. These new weapon types will be known as bayonets, and they buff each other in battle. Again, more on that in a separate video. And please note that the Descendia game mode is linked to your Drifter, while the Perita Rebellion game node is linked to your Operator, which is also very convenient as they are also dropping a complete appearance overhaul for both. They mentioned in DevStream 191 that when you load in that day, your Operator and Drifter will look different to when you last logged in, and to take some time to tweak them to your liking, and they're hoping that you'll really enjoy it. I hope to see all the new incarnations in my Fashion Frame channel in the Coffee Barbarian Discord. Please come and join in if you want to. And they reminded us that the next prime will be our electric ballerina Jaya. I'm very excited, along with her Kestrel prime and Ultronix prime. And I couldn't help but notice that Pablo seemed entirely unenthused about the Ultronix when asked, but it did seem to have 40% status in the stats, but I am unsure if that was modded or not. I personally love Jaya and cannot wait for the primed version. She is a murdering machine and beautifully graceful while she does it. They also announced Tenno Bomb 25 will begin in December, and if we all gift enough stuff to each other, we will earn some new shiny festive glyphs. It is also the lunar celebration of the horse, so they are releasing a new Dagath deluxe skin along with a deluxe cave skin and the deluxe cave floof. And sticking on the deluxe skins just for a moment longer, they revealed that Varuna, our lovely Warframe, will also be getting a rather badass deluxe skin. And they were talking about how it looks really good, even in this sort of monochrome colour. But, you know, when they started switching them up, it looked like we have a lot of options. And I don't know about you, but I freaking love some of these deluxe skins that they're releasing. They're so shiny. They're so pretty. And the old piece is directly tied into the new Focus School expansion. If you don't know, you can earn artifacts from working on the Devil's Triad. And between earning Focus and various unknown elements from, I think, Marie, and the new mission node, we can upgrade each of the 5 Focus Schools. These new unique weapon abilities were referred to as ultimates and will be able to be modded with new Tau mods and arcanes that we can also collect from the new game modes. It seemed that the new expansions would be applicable in all game modes and not just the Dark Refractory Perita Rebellion. And they also announced a new operation releasing on the 16th of December, not the 10th, called Blood of Perita. They're releasing it on the 16th to give you time, hopefully, to get to it, because you can only access this operation if you have reached the point in the game where you can actually access Rove in La Cathedral at Sanctum Anatomica. So get questing. They said that the normal operation rewards will be available, yes, but there will also be some new cosmetics and titles available. More on titles in the Descendia video. And they showcased one of the new boss fights. There are 3 to choose from within the Perita Rebellion game mode, and they showcased all of the new Tau expansion ultimates for the Focus Schools. And it seems the Perita Rebellion mission node has a 12-minute timer limit. You can choose a Focus School because you get a bonus to go with each one, and it varies, I believe, before you go in. And during the 12-minute timer, you have to complete as many objectives as possible. Completing these objectives makes you more powerful, ready for your boss fight. During these fights and objectives, you will have to fight one of the Prime Vanguard, who are our enemy here. They showed Ember Prime in this case. As we progress through the objectives, as I mentioned, we get stronger, and then we can finally take on the boss using, all the while, the Parazon grappling hook, which apparently once used gives us, I think, a void damage boost, which apparently may be useful in these fights. Take note, I guess, for modding tips. The second phase of the fight appears to happen in space, and you may require an Archwing to complete this bit. And there seemed to be some kind of discussion between the devs, between the CEO Steve and Reb, as to, they revealed that there's a second phase and you're going to be in an Archwing. Like they hadn't quite agreed that they were going to tell us about this bit. Interesting. Oh, and they also revealed that TennoCon 2026 will be taking place on July the 10th to the 11th, and that the tickets will be available in February. And that is it in a nutshell. They didn't mention any real quality of life changes, so I'll read the update notes more fully at the time and see if anything has slipped past us. And as I mentioned, I will be bringing some more in-depth detailed videos about some of the larger parts of this update and getting us all excited about them. And obviously when it drops, I'll be bringing more details to you if you're stuck, if you need help, if you just want to watch someone playing the game and enjoying it, and also showing off the new drifter and operator visages. In the meantime, Tenno, are you excited for the old piece update and all the new content coming our way? What do you think of newer players being able to get a small taste of the Dark Refractory before completing larger parts of the game? And if you feel like joining the chat and general gamer vibes, please feel free to join my Discord. The link is here on my channel, on my homepage. And if you're enjoying any of my videos, please consider supporting the channel by liking, commenting, or maybe even sharing the videos. I have done a ton of Warframe videos, yes, lots of guides, and I have done the odd playthrough of other games and other genres, so we don't completely burn out over here. And all that remains for me to say is thank you for sticking around till the end. I really do hope to see you again in the next one, no matter what it may be. But in the meantime, my darlings, you take care now and goodbye.